Friends, in these days we are discussing about economy, and in the last video we have discussed about capitalistic economy. Now in this video we are going to discuss merits and demerits of capitalistic economy, students. So these are merits: increase in production capacity and efficiency. कैपिटलिस्टिक इकोनॉमी में जो प्रोडक्शन है हमारा वो इंक्रीज़ होता है और उसमें एफिशिएंसी भी होती है। जैसा कि आपने पिछले वीडियो में जाना कि कैपिटलिस्टिक इकोनॉमी में कंपटीशन होता है और जो पूरा डिसीजन होता है वो कैपिटलिस्ट का होता है। तो इसमें पूरी कैपेसिटी और एफिशिएंसी से काम होता है। जितना भी प्रॉफिट होता है उसको वो इन्वेस्ट कर ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा कैपेसिटी और एफिशिएंसी बढ़ा लेते हैं। सेकंड, मोर सेटिस्फैक्शन टू कंज्यूमर्स एज देयर इज़ अ कंपटीशन बिटवीन डिफरेंट कैपिटलिस्ट, सो देयर इज़ a competition to earn much more profit. So there is a satisfaction because things are too good to buy by the consumers अपने पसंद की चीज़ों को खरीदते हैं क्योंकि कंपटीशन द्वारा उनमें अच्छी क्वालिटी की चीज़ें होती हैं जिससे कि अधिक प्रॉफिट कमाया जा सके। इसलिए कैपिटलिस्ट जो है वो तमाम तरह की चीज़ों पर ध्यान देते हैं कि जो गुड्स हैं उनकी क्वालिटी अच्छी रहे। थर्ड वन इज़ ऑप्टिमम यूज़ ऑफ रिसोर्सेज। ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा जो हमारे रिसोर्सेज हैं उनका यूज़ होता है क्योंकि प्राइवेटाइजेशन होता है और प्रॉफिट कमाने के लिए अधिक से अधिक रिसोर्सेज का यूज़ होता है। इसमें आप ये भी देखेंगे कि जो कैपिटलिस्टिक हमारी इकोनॉमी है उसमें जो हमारे रिसोर्सेज हैं वो तेज़ी से यूज़ होते हैं। हमारे फॉरेस्ट का कटना भी उसका एक बड़ा एग्जाम्पल है। प्रॉफिट कमाने के लिए ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा रिसोर्सेज का एक्सप्लॉइटेशन करते हैं स्टूडेंट्स। डेवलपमेंट ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी as it is needed to produce much more goods, so there is an advancement in the development of technology, students. New technologies are introduced to prepare good type of goods, quality based goods. Fifth, increase in the living standards as there are good things, they may be cheap also, so there is a increase in the living standards. People use good things and likewise as a consequence there is an increasement in the living standards, students. Sixth, economic liberty. As we have discussed about capitalistic economy, that there is a liberty. Liberty means freedom in decision, and every decisions are based on the intellectual of capitalist. Seventh one, development of research and to earn much more profit. Development and research programs are also introduced and some money also invest in on these programs. Now there are some demerits of capitalistic economy, students. Number one, disparity of income and property. As we have known that there are some small scale industries and some are big industries, so there is a disparities, unequal income and property, students. Second, regional inequalities. As we find that there are some regions which are developed for establishing the industries. As we find in our country, Bangalore for IT sector and Ghaziabad industrial area, Kanpur, Agra, and so on. Many cities are developed. This shows the regional inequality. Some areas are developed, other than are undeveloped. Third one, economic instability. As it is the purely based on income based economy, so there is an instability in the economy. Fourth one, rise of monopolies. Monopolies means some producers are very sharp in this matter, that they make their monopoly, means the right and the supply, production and supply, all are in their hand. So they different type of monopoly on the production. Fifth one is misuse of production resources, and as we know that it is a large scale production, and there is a too much exploitation of resources. So in this regard there is a misuse also of the resources, students. Sixth, unlimited and unethical consumption, and rich people consume much more goods. So this is the unethical consumption. Seventh one is downfall of moral value, and this is because all are based on capital and money, so moral values are degraded, people are materialistic, students. And now we will learn next economy, that is socialistic economy. Socialistic economy meaning, socialistic economy means such economy where the whole society owns the means of production through the government, and all economic activities are controlled by a central authority with the motive of collective welfare. पिछली इकोनॉमी में हमने स्टूडेंट्स जाना कि कैपिटलिस्टिक होते हैं, केवल मनी इन्वेस्ट करते हैं ताकि वो अधिक से अधिक प्रॉफिट को अर्न कर सकें. यहाँ सोशलिस्टिक इकोनॉमी का जो बेस है वो मच मोर प्रॉफिट कमाना ही नहीं है, बल्कि सोशल जो वेलफेयर हैं वो भी ध्यान में रखना पड़ता है. तो सोशलिस्टिक इकोनॉमी का बेस है सोशल वेलफेयर. इसमें अधिक से अधिक लाभ कमाने की इच्छा नहीं होती है, मोटिव नहीं होता है, स्टूडेंट्स. These are the features of socialistic economy. Collective ownership of resources, because there is a welfare for the people in this type economy. So collective ownership of resources, there are decisions based on collective ownership. Okay, so next one is end of the choice of consumers, because there is a too much welfare for the people. So production are based on the choice of consumers. Consumers get their own choice in cheap rate, because there was no good profit is included in the price of the production goods. Centralized or economic planning. This is the centralized. Centralized means all the decisions are in the hand of a group, not a particular capitalistic. So economic planning is made for the welfare of the people, common people. Motive of social welfare, as we have discussed, we have known that there is a motive for the social welfare, not earning much more profit. Economic equality, as we find that it is the based on the social welfare. So this is the economic equality, because there is no competition to earn much more profit. So moral values are lies in this type of economy, students. Next, merits and demerits of socialistic economy. These are merits: equal distribution of income and wealth, because there is a motive of social welfare, so all the profit is distributed between the different parts, different factors of the production. Next, equality of opportunity. Peoples are given equal opportunity to earn profit, and there is no class of competition, and there is no exploitation of different type of factors of production. Third one, planned economy. Economy is planned because it is based on social welfare. So all things are well planned to give satisfaction for common people in the cheap rate. And end of class struggle in the last economy, as we have discussed that there were classes of rich people and the labor class people. There was a class. So in this economy this type of class was not found. Fifth, end of economic ups and downs. And as we found in the capitalist economy, there were economic ups and downs because they wanted too much more profit, so moral values were not there in this type of economy. End of economic ups, all ups and downs are excluded in this type of economy, students, and there is a economic stability. Sixth one is right to work. Here, because all the based on social welfare, so every laborer has a right to work, students. Seventh, assurance of minimum standard of living, and this is a guarantee to laborers to give them opportunity to work, and likewise they are well paid, so their living standard is good. And next one is demerit of socialistic economy, as we find that if a thing has merit, likewise it has also some demerits. So there are some demerits in socialistic economy, students. Number one, bureaucracy and red tapeism, because it is based on social welfare, so there is a board of directors and other persons to take decisions, and sometimes the decisions are late and they are based on social base. So there is a bureaucracy and red tapeism, as we find in our officers in the government department and other groups here. So this is a demerit. Second one is constraints on individual liberty. Individual liberty is stopped because all the decisions are based on groups. Third one is decrease in production, because there was no interest to earn money, so all the factors are slowed down to improve their production quality, so there is a decrease in production. Fourth is lack of economic inspiration, because there is no profit, good profit, so people do not want to inspire about these things, so there is a economic lack of economic inspiration, student. Fifth, decrease in the freedom of consumer, as consumer wants new things, and the investment on the advancement of the technology and the other things, improvement, research programs are back, so there is a decrease in the freedom of consumer. Consumer has to take the very common goods in their use. Sixth one is encroachment of rights, right to private property, as there is no charm to develop, so there is an encroachment of rights. Rights are not properly given to the people for making private property, so there is not a motivation to be uplift or to earn much more profit and make private property, students. Now there is another economy, it is a mixed economy, students. The meaning of mixed economy, this economic system tries to include the ideal features of both capitalism and socialism. स्टूडेंट्स, पिछली जो हमने इकोनॉमी जानी, जिनमें कैपिटलिस्टिक इकोनॉमी थी और जो हमारी सोशलिस्टिक इकोनॉमी थी, उन दोनों का जो मिश्रण है, मिक्सअप है, वो इस वाली इकोनॉमी में हम पाते हैं, मिक्स्ड इकोनॉमी में, स्टूडेंट्स. वी कैन से इन अदर वर्ड्स, दिस सिस्टम इज़ द मिड वे ऑफ कैपिटलिज्म एंड सोशलिज्म. इट मीन्स ये बीच का रास्ता होता है, बीच का मार्ग होता है, जिसमें कुछ क्वालिटी कैपिटलिज्म की होती हैं और कुछ सोशलिज्म की होती हैं। ना पूरी तरीके से बेस्ड प्रॉफिट अर्निंग बेस्ड होता है और ना ही पूरी तरीके से सोशल वेलफेयर की फीलिंग्स और मोटिवेशन इसमें पाया जाता है। इन मिक्स्ड इकोनॉमी बोथ प्राइवेट एंड पब्लिक सेक्टर्स को एग्जिस्ट। इसमें दोनों प्रकार के प्राइवेट सेक्टर और पब्लिक सेक्टर के जो लोग सामूहिक रूप से जॉइंटली कोऑपरेटिवली वर्क। It supports private enterprises and private profits. It supports private enterprises and private profits, but also considers the existence of government to protect the interests of society एज ए होल। हालांकि इसमें प्राइवेट एंटरप्राइजेज हैं उनको प्रोत्साहित किया जाता है। जैसे कभी कभी आप देश में देखते होंगे कि बाहर के जो हमारे एनआरआई हैं या जो उद्योगपति हैं उनको इनवाइट किया जाता है कि वो इन्वेस्ट करें अपना पैसा उद्योगों में। इसी तरीके से जो प्राइवेट हमारा एंटरप्राइज है उसको सपोर्ट तो किया जाता है और प्रॉफिट वो कमाएं ऐसा उनसे कहा जाता है, बट आल्सो कंसीडर्स द एग्जिस्टेंस ऑफ गवर्नमेंट टू प्रोटेक्ट द इंटरेस्ट। लेकिन इसी के साथ साथ इस बात पर भी जोर दिया जाता है कि गवर्नमेंट जो है वो सोसाइटी के इंटरेस्ट को भी प्रोटेक्ट करे। केवल सारी जो व्यवस्था है इकोनॉमी है वो अर्निंग मनी पर ही जो है फोकस ना करे। एज अ होल in mixed economy it is seen that both private and public enterprises work collectively in such a way that the economic welfare of all classes of the country increases and the possibility of a country's progress एंड डेवलपमेंट एक्सपेंड्स। यहाँ पर मिक्स इकोनॉमी में इस बात पर जोर दिया जाता है कि प्राइवेट और पब्लिक जो एंटरप्राइजेज हैं वो सामूहिक रूप से वर्क करें और इस प्रकार से वर्क करें कि जो इकोनॉमी है उसमें वेलफेयर हो ऑल क्लासेस का, चाहे वो लेबर क्लास हो, चाहे वो कॉमन पीपल हो, कंज्यूमर्स हों। तो इसमें कंट्री की जो इंक्रीज एंड द पॉसिबिलिटी ऑफ ए कंट्रीज प्रोग्रेस एंड डेवलपमेंट एक्सपेंड। इस प्रकार से इस इकोनॉमी के द्वारा कंट्री में जो इंक्रीजमेंट है और पॉसिबिलिटी है कंट्री की प्रोग्रेस की और डेवलपमेंट की वो बढ़ जाती है, क्योंकि सभी के कल्याण की भी भावना होती है और इसमें जो प्राइवेट एंटरप्राइजेज है उनको भी आगे बढ़ने के चांसेस हुआ करते हैं। आफ्टर इंडिपेंडेंस इंडिया हैज़ एडॉप्टेड दिस इकोनॉमिक सिस्टम। आज़ादी के बाद भारत ने भी इसी इकोनॉमी पे जोर दिया है कि कुछ प्राइवेट सेक्टर के हों और कुछ जो हैं आपके गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर के लोग हों, ताकि मिलजुल कर इस इकोनॉमी के जो उद्देश्य हैं उनकी प्राप्ति की जा सके। स्टूडेंट्स, ओके, नाउ वी स्टॉप इट एंड वी विल टेक द न्यू इकोनॉमिक features and the merit and demerits in another video. Okay students, bye.